There must be darkness before light can shine. We're giving a voice to the voiceless, and we are honoring those and those left behind who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So we the people, raise up your glass. There will be no fear here, where light is eternal. You have found the two-step tribe. Welcome home.
In the glow of a screen, with hope in our hearts, celebrating freedom, we'll play our parts. From football fields to the ring of a fight, we hold our heads high in this American life. Raise up your glasses and toast to the night. For service and sacrifice we shine a light. With boots on the ground we're proud and we cheer. Together we stand with no room for fear. Here's to the heroes remembered in song. With every sweet note let our spirits grow strong. In unity, laughter will rise and we'll pray for freedom and honor, come what may.
Hey, 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 how are you doing out there? You are on the Two-Step Tribe Show with Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. You got Uncle Rhino over there looking sharp tonight, I might say. That's a Texas sign, by the way. This is a great show, everybody. Please grab your friends, your families, and others and share this on whatever platform you're on, whether we're on radio, we're on a platform. You never know. We might be on multiple platforms. So I'm saying hello to you tonight. We're bringing you something special here. Hey, I see that. Thank you. We will be engaging with you as well with our guests. So come on over. Let's go. It's Two-Step Tribe Time by Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. We actually have something for you tonight that I'm very excited about, Uncle Rhino over there. We have Mr. Barry Coffing with Springboard, and I'm going to let him explain what that is. But we also have the lovely Iconix Radio in the house, and both individuals with us. So we have a full house tonight that I'm extremely excited about. I'm not even going to do a radio voice. I'm keeping it real. That is what we do over here on Two-Step Tribe. What you got for me, Unc?
I was thinking, I'm still back to the intro thinking, bring your friends, bring your family. You can grab somebody else's family, and if they catch you, promise that you're going to bring them right back as soon as the show's over. You know, I think we can work that in some way.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Just don't blame me. Always, you can look at Uncle Rhino over there. And thank you very much for the laughs. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, Uncle, we have some music in the house that is from one individual that I'm wondering if anybody even knows he has music out. Hey,
Which one?
y'all wait. Y'all wait. See, you gotta wait. You gotta
Oh,
wait.
yeah. Oh, I ain't supposed to say it. Okay.
You gotta wait for this. So,
I forget easy, so you can tell me and I won't remember. Maybe I might.
These are literally mints. It's for saliva. So, little trick out there for everybody out there. Whether you're singing, you're in radio, you're behind a mic. That's what I'm doing. I'm not popping anything else, I promise. I just got me small Tic Tacs and icebreakers. That's all we got up here. So, hey, Unc. Don't go there. I already know you're going somewhere I don't want to go. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab Mr. Barry Coffing. And I'm also going to grab Iconix Radio, everybody. Watch out.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's bring some people to the stage. Barry Coffing, welcome to Two-Step Tribe, a Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, that is a good thing. I'm glad you didn't say bad.
Oh, no.
So, Barry.
We've got a heck of a week coming up. So I know they've been grinding out nonstop. And it's not just this event, it'll be the next leg too, right behind it. So 2025 is officially roaring up now, is it not, Barry?
It is. We're
Tell us about
enough
it.
to do 4 of these in 1 year. So
Yeah.
Well, it is Springboard is what it is. So that is the subject of tonight's Springboard. And there is Springboard Houston, springboardhouston.com. We'll roll some banners here for you to make sure that you remember this, because we're not only a visual broadcast, we are also an audio podcast and radio. Thank you to our radio out there. We got to make sure to keep it going, honey, because the digital era is here. How do you do, Barry? You've got a team that you're working with. Hey, shout out to you, hon. Thank you for joining the show. You've got a team out there for Springboard that is coming to Houston, Texas. Within Springboard, I have had multiple calls. Is it true there is over 100 bands?
I know about the over, but it's 100 bands is what we're looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
And we've got them on 5 stages in 3 locations, all in one day.
Okay, y'all heard that, right? So 5 stages, multiple locations, literally, not just one genre, right, Barry?
Oh no. Nope,
That's
it's a mixed, like we've got one stage that's mixed, and then we've got like you were talking about partnering, we've got 2 really great partners. One's Mary Minter with the CMA of Texas, and so she's running the Powder Keg stage. So they've got great country, rock, Americana, singer-songwriter, 16 bands in 8 hours. So it's music never stops. We got 2 stages running. So she's running that. And then Derek McKinney at Loud Music is running the hip-hop stage. He's got, I guess 40 plus artists at Emmett, one of the classic, really great, cool clubs in Houston, Emmett's Place. And then we're in a brand new location with the Springboard Industry Showcase stages. Once again, 2 stages, and the music never stops. And so we're running 20-minute sets, so it's 24 bands in 8 hours. And then after party is 3 DJs times 9, like basically 3 times 3. We're doing silent disco with 3 DJs at a time, spinning the after party.
Okay, well, you are busy, because that is coming up. That is this weekend.
48 hours. We start on Wednesday night, so we're less than 24 hours. By this time tomorrow, we'll be drinking and telling lies.
Yes, I heard all about that. Thank you for that. There is a special thing starting off the kickoff tomorrow night. Did you call it the Powder Keg for the CMA stage?
Yeah. There's a place called the Powder Keg. It's basically it's kind of an outdoor stage. It's like a large basketball court with a bar and everything, and it's covered, but it's covered, and they've got like all these little TVs and cool lights. And then right next door to it, they have 6 sand volleyball courts. So it's basically a day at the beach without ever leaving Houston.
Yep, I know it actually. So I thought maybe you were just giving it a name at a stage that was there. So I wanted to be very clear that this is actually the location right there in Houston, Texas. So thank you for that. Shout out, of course, to what you just said. The shout out to the CMA, Miss Mary. Shout out to her and Powder Keg in Houston, Texas. Barry, Springboard Fest, Houston, Texas, is this weekend. The public can attend.
Yep. And so Springboard, basically the conference is closed to the industry for Thursday and Friday, but then we take it out in the streets on Saturday, and it's from basically 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Woo.
Most of the stages close down at 10, and then everybody comes back to the venue event center to do the after party and the DJs.
Love it. Love it. So independent artists are coming to get information, resources, banding together for the industry to understand the knowledge and the history of what may have happened to Uncle Rhino as someone who might be speaking at Springboard. What resources? Right. So he can speak. Trust me, he'll start rolling here in a minute, and I'll be quiet. So, Barry, you got to talk while you can, because when he starts going, I'm not going to get you.
No, I've moderated panels he was on.
Yeah, he gives me a time. He gives me a shout out when it's time. We got to wrap it up. We got to wrap it up.
I like that, Barry. I love it. So, Springboard, wrap that up for me. For anyone that's going to pay attention, this is something that is open to the public just on
Saturday the 22nd.
Yes.
So basically, all of these guys, we coach them up for 2 days, and then we show them off.
Okay.
And on Showcase Day, it's a chance for not just the public, but all the industry, all the record labels and booking agents to get a good look at them. And and so we make that open. The tickets are $30, but let's see, let me look at my codes. Well, since we're talking about Mary, if you were to type in CMA when you go to the Eventbrite to get the tickets, that $30 ticket might only be $20 if you put in CMA. I'm just saying.
We got one called Tribe.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Did I put that in there? Yeah, the Tribe's in there. So I forget that. Do your Tribe then.
Yeah, we've been blasting it out on socials. Just started today when the emails came in. So all that message is starting to make its way out.
Yeah. So that's right. You guys can, get on there. And on when we do the new stuff, I've got your logo, Rhino, that's going up tonight. I just keep updating like the community. Like that's something we've never done is really create community partners like you guys. And then again, I know we're gonna have Iconix Radio on, so we're putting both you guys under there for all the support that you've been giving us, and it really is a safety in numbers thing.
Well, it's a chain, in your words, you always like to say it's an ecosystem, and that's what it is. And some of them, other people will build, a way and then bring what they've built to the tribe, if you will. And like you guys all built Springboard, and then y'all introduced me to it a year ago, and then it was an automatic fit. And then the question is, how can I help you do what you're doing? How can I help you help them? And so that instantly took off. And so the same thing, we're doing the same thing with the tribe. Yeah, as Springboard's reaching back across, going, okay, how can we help you help them? That's what tribe is. I mean, that's what it's about, is the community. It's the horde, all lifting each other up. And that's what's happening, and it's happening organically. We're not going around doing the fake or the artificial version of it for the cameras. It's the real work happens when nobody's looking. And guys, what he's doing with Springboard and the team is doing is a massive amount of work. And they're doing it for nothing but for the love of the artist. And if you can, it would be very wise to make your way to Springboard this week and this weekend.
Out of Houston, Texas again, springboardhouston.com. Now, Springboard is a conference and a music fest unto itself, open to the public for 1 day. With Springboard, it is in multiple locations, not just in Houston, Texas, but right now we're talking about Springboard Houston, springboardhouston.com. Shout out for CMA or Tribe. When you go to the website and you'd like to go see 100 bands in 1 day from multiple genres and people in so many areas of the music industry that you cannot get in one location, like my eyes got big. One location, you've got between Henry Turner Jr., Barry, and then we turn around and we've got this new kid on the block that's called Colton Black. So CMA sends me this song and says, hey, Tracy, I want you to let everyone know about Colton Black. And I said, all right, well, just give me some information here, Barry. What do you happen to know about Colton Black, Uncle? And I'm going to grab Iconix Radio, everyone, right now as well to join us here on stage rather than have them wait, because they are a big integral part in all of this and everything that we do. Thank you. I see you there. Here we go. This is Iconix Radio, Mr. Anthony. And then we have Ms. Rosie at Iconix Radio as well, joining us a full stage. How are you?
Hi, hello, Tracy, Uncle Rhino, Barry.
Hello to the whole panel.
I like Anthony. I like Anthony more than Barry. And I like Rosie more than Anthony. So we're just going around and around. It's tragic. Yeah.
Okay. Barry, I was asking you about music, and I also want to ask Anthony and Rosie because they're with Iconix Radio, and I know that they'll be at Springboard. But when Mary sent me some music, I've got Leif Shively. He will be playing. You're talking about, so is it the manager that used to work with Guns N' Roses? Is Vicky, isn't her name Vicky? Is she part of Springboard?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Okay.
She's going to be we have a kind of a management A&R panel that she's going to be on there. Yeah, she's great. She was the original manager for Guns N' Roses, Poison, Motley Crue, A&R at Geffen and Capitol. Won a Grammy with the June Carter Cash record on one of her labels, and now has a label called Dark Spark Records, distributed through Sony Orchard. And so she's coming there. She's actually working on a new TV series, and they signed the deal. She'd written a book called Appetite for Dysfunction, but this series is going to be really cool because they've decided to change the names to protect the stories. So she's going to kind of tell the truth, but change. You have to guess which band it is. That'll keep them out of the lawsuits, but it should be really, really good.
That is very, very interesting that way. Oh, okay. I see what we've got going on here. That's basically like based on a true story, but really.
Remember that? What is it? Somebody in the Daisy something in the Nines or whatever. That was basically Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
So they were able to tell all the stories and stuff. They embellished a little bit to tie them together, but they were rooted in the truth.
Yay, shout out there to Rusty and Katie Beth. They will also be there at the Springboard Fest there in Houston, Springboard Houston. Barry, would you like to give us some more like Springboard? And I'm going to jump here in a second and let Anthony and Rosie also tell us about Springboard.
Well, I of course, I'm sitting here. These guys don't know. I've got all the updated schedule, so I know when Rosie and them were doing it. I heard that Rosie, you guys, and Uncle Rhino, all these guys, you're going to be on an alternate media panel. What is it? At 3:45 on day one? Wow.
Wow. I'm going to have to get up early.
Okay.
Yes. Well, it's okay. You can stay because I've got you again at 3 o'clock on Friday, too. So as long as you're here around the 3 o'clock hour, Rhino, you're good.
Yeah, Rosie going to look over, and I'm going to be laying on Anthony right there if y'all do it too early.
I'll bring a pillow for you. I'll bring a pillow.
He said that's why we
right,
can't
and
have nice things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are the pillow. That's the bad part.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Delicious.
Is there food, Barry? Like, that's my number one. Like, the music and the food. We've got food going on too.
Oh, yeah. And at the conference, so the place where we have the conference, it is walking distance from 14 restaurants. And if you are from California, you can walk to a Whole Foods. And, so I love the location. The two hotels, if you can throw a baseball like Rhino can, you can hit the venue event center. So,
Okay.
So it's going to be a nice close-knit deal.
I'd like to say this because I am a foodie. I am not walking to a Whole Foods, man. You're in Houston. You're about to be around all kinds of good
That's
food.
right.
Hey,
That's right.
there. I heard that. Right, Miss Rosie. I heard her. I was like, oh my goodness, you can the food that is just going to be around your event is just amazing for all of them coming from out of town. My goodness, Rosie, I heard you speak up too. I'm sure are you familiar with that area?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We got some good barbecue. We got some good fried chicken. We got some we got everything. So definitely be on the lookout.
They got a Waffle House by the hotel, and they got a
There you go.
in the parking lot.
Lord Jesus.
I know.
Very
I'm saying,
straight to it.
I did count that when I was picking locations. I did take food into account.
Awesome.
Best time I ever had in a Whole Foods was when I asked that nice little fella where I could find the cracklings and the pimento cheese. They didn't carry it, but I had a wonderful time watching him try to figure out what I just asked him for. And
Well, I know what it is. So, shout out again. I see your messages here, and I just want to say thank you to you tuning in. I do see it. Shout out to our one station that is very loyal when it comes to music. They just can't get enough. So, Barry, now we've got, industry insiders. This is a conference. This is a benefit to the independent artists as well. So what we're doing is giving a platform, and I said we're giving a platform to lift up, give information, and really educate on, where you can go within the industry as far as musics to avoid pitfalls. And you're also with We Get Artists as well, and that is wegetartists.com.
I am. Basically, it's done under a nonprofit called Sustainable Artists. So all the speakers are coming for free on their own dime. And then we do, we had over 700 bands sign up, and we picked 100. And it was based not just on their talent, but their work ethic, where they were at in their journey. And the idea of Springboard is to take them wherever they're at and get them to the next level. Some people need a writing partner. Some people need a producer. Some people need a manager. Some guys are ready for a label. Wherever they're at, we want to help them get to the next place.
So let's just throw a hypothetical out there. I love to write. I really don't know if I'll ever step on a stage again, but I just love to do music. It is very medicinal. Music is very therapeutic as well. So as a songwriter who just loves the songwriting part of this, what do you advise? What would you tell someone at Springboard?
Well, a third of everything that happens is you take a bunch of people that are serious as a heart attack about the art form and throw them in a room. So a third of everything good that happens is because they met Uncle Rhino in the elevator, because they met somebody at lunch, because they did this. So all of that happens. Another third is the incredible information. We're going to be very strong in technology. We've got a really good software called SessionWire. We've got a Keith Trout, who's, we've got a couple of really cool apps. We've got guys like you and like Rosie and Anthony. We've got really good independent radio. We've got, a lot of these people are going to be there. And then even the artist, I called it an artist development panel, but it's basically the management, label, and agent all in one. That's really what we're seeing in development. So like with Vicky Hamilton and with Greg and Sean Brennan, who's got a company called Splice Records, but he also owns or runs. He's got a music festival that he does, but he also has Dan Electros, which is like a really super hip 2-stage kind of room in the Heights. And we're seeing that the blurring of the lines, artist development now is being done. The major labels, they don't do it anymore.
Nope.
So they're depending on the producers and the managers and the agents to develop people. Then when they start hitting good numbers, then they want to run around and pick them up. But if you're doing artist development, you almost have to be involved in all three of those things.
You do.
And I've got 3 good examples of what's going on.
it teaches them too that once they start hitting those good numbers, depending on what the trend is, you don't need to, don't need to fall for the trick of being picked up by the labels. You can have a sustainable, much longer career when you're not someone else's tax deduction. And that can end up happening real quick. Once you sign over to the labels, you lose control. You lose any kind of ability to navigate your own career to a certain degree, depending on the deal. And so that's everything that they're doing with them. That's one of the things I loved, is the potential of taking the people, like he said, taking them and leveling them up, like Barry said. You fixing it, they'll level up. They can continue to do that. I mean, if you're selling 400,000 or 500,000 tracks a year, the equivalent, nobody does that anymore. But if you were still moving merch like that, songs, CDs like that, why would you want to go and try to get a deal to sell 15 or 20 million when you're going to bring home way, 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 way less with a major label than if you sold 50,000 or 100,000 on your own, you keep 100% of all of that. It ends up being more in your pocket. Teaching them that from all the different perspectives of all the people that Barry's put together is what makes this so invaluable.
I love it. You know, I've got the logo right up above you, Barry. I love it. Springboard there, Springboard with the dates, Springboard Houston of what is going on. Shout out the date that the public can attend with all these different varieties of music. Again.
So we've got basically we've got 3 locations and 100 bands in 8 hours. And well, it'll be 90 bands in 8 hours. In the last group were DJs at the after party. But the CMA of Texas, they're taking over the Powder Cake stage. They're running 2 stages of country bands, country rock, Americana, singer-songwriter. And then Derek McKinney and Loud, his company, is running the hip-hop and pop and R&B dance stage over at Emmett's. And they're running, because their track dates, they're able to run a lot more guys. So they're running like 40 bands through there. And then in the showcase stage, which is we call the Springboard stage or the showcase industry showcase stage, we're doing 20-minute sets. We're running 24 bands in 8 hours. And
the public may attend on which day, Barry?
On Saturday. All these things happen on Saturday, and it's from 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's over by 10 o'clock at night. So you can still have a nighttime, or in our case, go back to the after party. But it's basically the tickets are $30. But if you put in Tribe, when you go to buy your tickets, you get $10 off. So it's only $20 for you, $20 for 100 bands. That's a pretty good deal.
It's crazy.
Go to any of the stages that you want.
That is amazing. I love it. Everyone got quiet there for a minute. So I'm looking at Mr. Anthony and Rosie here that we have with us from Iconix Radio. How are you? And welcome to the show on Two Step Tribe. How are you doing? What can you tell me about Iconix Radio? And now you're involved with Springboard as well, correct?
Yes, but ladies first. My beautiful wife Rosie can go first.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Thank you. Yes, we are Iconix Radio. We are a global radio station. Pretty much, we are in 176 countries. We target specifically independent artists, all genres, and we bring on artists and we give them the chance to get their music heard globally without going through all of the nicks and knacks of the industry. And my husband and I, we've gotten a chance to pretty much push this business forward for almost now 4 years, and we've also got a chance to partner up with the amazing, handsome man, Mr. Barry Coffing, and also the beautiful queen, Miss Mary Minter of the CMA of Texas as well. We've got a chance to really meet a lot of amazing people, and throughout this entire journey, it's been a true blessing to get a chance to meet so many different artists and get them on the platform and hear their music, and then Anthony gets a chance to work really hands-on with Miss Mary Mentors with the new show that we have dropping soon. Was actually out now with Iconix Radio Texas, and he'll actually get a chance to speak a little bit more on that. So a lot of great, amazing things happening in the independent music industry. Like independent artists are really making a stamp, in the industry, and it's really amazing. Thanks to people like Barry Coffin as well for giving the platform he does, and the music conference with Springboard is such an honor.
Well, you know what? You just said it all out there. I was like, you can just keep going, honey. I love it. So you got it all out there. I was like, let's just keep going. You did a great job there. So you happen to know Miss Mary. Again, we're shouting out to CMA, that is Mary, here in Texas. They will have that stage. Did I just hear you say, because I know something, did I just hear you say that Miss Mary will be doing a show on Iconix Radio?
Yes, Anthony, you want to go ahead and talk about the show?
Yeah, you
Yes,
have to, Anthony, because your wife told all your business.
yeah, she did, and that's why I stand there and smile and look good. Like,
Yeah.
I love you, Uncle Rhino.
Hey,
I've been sucking in my gut the whole time trying to impress Rosie, and she over there telling all your business.
hold up. Before I jump here, Anthony, Rosie, we need to do something here. Iconix Radio, we can find you. You can download Iconix Radio, the app, correct?
That is correct. Thank you so much, Tracy, for that.
Right.
Yes, you can go and download the Iconix Radio app right now
Okay.
on Android or Apple, and it'll pop up right there. It is free, so you don't have to go in your pocket or your card. It
right.
is free to download, and you can listen 24/7, 365. We have music playing all day long.
I love it. You just said all day long, so it's all day, all night.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes.
All had 6 syllables in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
I
can
love
see,
it.
I can
and then
see us hamming it up. That's for sure.
that's right. And
That's
also,
right.
Tracy, and yeah, like you say, we have Miss Mary. She's on the Iconics Radio Texas, where you can download that app in the Google Play and Apple Store, and it is called Lunchtime in Texas with Mary Mentors. It come on at 12 p.m. every day. And also, we do our show at 5 o'clock p.m. with the artist that's on CMA of Texas. So it is going good. And so we really going for independent and like working with Barry. We just did the Iconics Radio Takeover for San Diego, which went over extremely well with 25 artists. And
Yes,
guess
it
what?
did.
For Springboard Houston, 100 bands and artists, they will have a takeover for Springboard Houston after the conference. So we really pushing independent artists so that they can really get a space to come and play and really hear their music and be able for their people to go and say, hey, my music is playing on Iconics Radio Texas. Take a listen. So that's what we
Right.
like to do for the independent artists.
Hey, I'm all
Yes.
about that. I happened to receive a call. This happened organically. This show is very organic. It's about the truth, all about the truth,
Right.
independent artists, music, singers, songwriters, and about the people. It's always about, the people, and it's every genre of music as well. So we love to do the human interest stories. We love to put our independent artists out there. Miss Mary, you've brought her name up a couple times with the CMA. Happened to send me a message, and it was your app right there, your logo, Iconics Radio is right there by Miss Rosie's beautiful
Yes,
picture.
it is.
And she sends me this message, and I said, "Man, I'm actually having them on the show tomorrow."
Wow.
So I knew about Lunchtime with Mary that is coming up as a show on
Wow.
Iconics Radio. And I
Wow.
didn't even know you yet, but we have an announcement soon. I won't do it on tonight's show. Tonight, I want to focus on Iconics Radio. Springboard is a very big deal. Barry Coffing is literally taking a phone call right now. He will be back.
Yes, and yeah, and
Right?
also, Tracy and Miss Rosie is performing at I believe at the after party. We have to get the right time with Barry. So she's not only a great host, she is an awesome artist. And she performed last year, and she will be performing this year with more dancers. Uncle Rhino,
Now, I could be on that
Look
stage
at
behind her. I would
yes,
be behind her and do some backup, but I'm like, I don't think I want to be in the front anymore.
Look-
Right? What are you saying? You're just using those eyes?
Oh,
I'm saying that's how I met Rosie.
yes,
I met her. She was performing, and everybody. There was just this big tsunami of beautiful came rolling in and singing and all this, and everybody was pretty and all beautiful people, and they were dancing and they're moving and they're singing. It was killer material. It was
wow.
killer music. I did not officially know Rosie like no or yet. And I had met Anthony on the flyby, but that was my first time to go to a Springboard last year. So I was soaking everybody and everything up. And then I went and caught that show that night. And she did excellent. That was I was going to bring that up, Anthony, if you didn't. Is
Oh yeah.
I was already queued up. I'm still trying to get over you telling all your wife's business, or she telling all your business, and I got Tracy over there getting in everybody's business. Between the two of them, me and you gonna go sit with Barry while he takes a phone call. I think,
That's
and
right.
then yeah,
So they can run it, show.
yeah, go ahead and run.
Hey, we got some shout outs here. Hey, I'm all about that. Uncle's about to tell you, watch out, man. She's got about 1,000 songs now. Don't get her started.
Yeah,
Come on, Tracy. I know that's right.
I will send you one of my songs off air on the back channel, Miss Rosie.
Tracy said, and they're all good. That's what I'm gonna tell you. She's a fantastic writer. But she'll go, "Hey, Unc, I want you to hear something." I go, "Okay, what you got?"
Uh-huh.
And then I get, that's the beep. The beep. I thought my beep hung up on my phone. It didn't get to go off. People hear that noise, they get rich in Vegas. I was just like a jackpot. Yeah.
That's
Don't
right.
explain yourself here. Hello, shout out
Yeah.
to you. I see you, the Tree of Valor. Thank you so much. Please share that as my partner on a Wednesday night. We have the Mel Gibson movie, We Were Soldiers. We actually have the soundtrack performing singer and actor that this is all based on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you to the Tree of Valor. I just saw you popping in, taking it out there to the people. Thank you so much. Miss Rosie and Anthony. There's Rab. Hello. How are you doing? Mr. Broken Arrow, part of the tribe. I am looking forward to having you on, but my goodness, I cannot wait. That is Broken Arrow. You between Iconix, Tree of Valor. Tree of Valor is part of us, literally. And she is amazing. So I am also part of that organization. Sergeant Two Step is the biggest thing to remember. Two Step Tribe is about independent artists, all collectively coming together to get their music out. Ironically, Miss Rosie and Anthony. Now you've already got Iconix Radio going, so you know what I'm saying when I say digital era. And we've got musicians, Miss Rosie. Make that playlist. Make that playlist.
That's right.
Because right, the digital era. If you're going to support your artists, one of the biggest things I say is make me a playlist that says Two Step or Tribe or my mom, whatever you want to call it. Make that playlist to support your artists. What do you say, Rosie?
I totally agree with that, Tracy. That's a great point. I mean, we definitely want to know exactly where do you stand? Like, where are you planting your flag? Like, what genre? Where are you laying? That I totally agree. And it's very important, especially with Iconix Radio, that we know exactly what genre that you're coming, because it helps us program you into the right area of, throughout the day. I mean, if you're doing like gospel, we don't want to put you in on a Friday night, no shake to the gospel listeners, but after 9 o'clock, it's kind of want to get you in the right place. So I totally agree with that 100%, Tracy, for sure.
Yes.
That helps a lot with the programming as far as when the target audience can hear what they've come and expect to hear. But part of the fun thing about doing it independently is you don't have fences or walls. So giving people something that they don't expect is also a blessing too, when you can throw it to them like that. And part of what we're seeing, which to me was an automatic 20 years ago, and it's happening now, is the fusion of all the styles. It's the fusion of hip hop. I've got, I see funk and bluegrass all in the same track. I mean, you got soul and rock. I mean, you got country and soul. You got country and rock. You got hip hop and country. I mean, we're coalescing with our music like we're coalescing as people. And I think the two are very symbiotic.
Yes.
Yes,
I do agree. I do agree with everything you're saying. Now, Barry is back. He is with Springboard. Our topic here is Springboard, springboardhouston.com, and Iconix Radio. You will be there. Now, tell me, we've discussed CMA being out the powder keg. and shout out to their artists that have their music. But as Iconics, as you see it, Rosie, now Anthony, what will you be doing there as Iconics as well?
Well, we are going to be on a panel, I think, on Friday, to talk and explain to artists, about independent radio and how they can come apart. And then we partner with Barry for the takeover, to give artists the opportunity. Like on the last Springboard we did for San Diego West, we had a playlist of a different variety, and it sounded so good that we was like, wow. And we did that in a 48-hour period. It starts at 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and it starts the next day on Fridays and Saturdays. So we get emails from artists to say, wow, this is the first time I heard my music on radio. And you know how it is if you're a producer, artist, and you get to hear your song on the radio, that's a big thing. And they had their family and friends listening. And that's why we created the Iconics Radio, because Rosie as an artist, me as a producer, we couldn't get on big radio. We didn't have hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So we created a space to say, we want your friends to become our fans, your friends, and we all build a community. So that's exactly why we did Iconics Radio Texas. And we have been partnered with Barry, and we got so many good things going that, it helps the artists, and the artists can feel good about, man, I did hear my music on an app where they can hear it all over the world. And
Yeah.
that's why we do the every 2 hours, because we don't know what fan is going to come in at that time. And, really bring it back to the artist.
Hey,
Yes.
I love everything you just said there. I do have a guest commenting in here, so I want to kind of separate it a minute. Yes, shout out to 107.5 The Swamp, who does support all of the independent artists and shows. Uncle it's like 60 plus syndicated. It's worldwide. It's over
195 countries,
yes,
60 syndicated stations. And
yes.
we got a couple of more linking up and partnering with us. So when we get off channel, Anthony and Rosie, we're going to visit about planting our flags together. We're going to wrap the
Okay.
poles around each other, and we're going to make it official, because everything that y'all are doing, we support. And so everything that we can continue to connect, and you've got people that you guys haven't met yet that are in Arizona, that are in New Mexico, that are in Nevada, and we've got them in the UK. And it's
Wow.
all gonna. No, it's just how it is, man. People are
Wow.
powerful, and they forget
Yes.
that they've been told they weren't, because they were all by themselves. And once you get in a tribe, you realize you are not.
That's
So that's
right.
how that
Awesome.
works.
That's powerful. Powerful. We can't wait. We're definitely looking forward to it, Uncle Rhino.
Yes. Yes.
And
I
Tracy,
Excited.
love
thank
it.
you.
Well, Iconics Radio, so you have the app, and in order to listen to Iconics Radio and the beautiful artists that you have, as well as your show, do you recommend downloading that app? And do we go to iconicsradio.com?
Yes, you can go to
Um,
iconicsradio.com.
She spoke.
Yeah,
She
what you
gonna
say, honey?
argue with you. That's what
no,
married people do. They argue.
That's right.
that's how we love. That's how we love each other. Yes, you can definitely download the app, and we also do have interviews. We've had quite a few guests come on to Iconics Radio. We've got a chance to sit down and talk to some amazing artists, producers, Grammy Award winners, Grammy nominated. Even Mr. Barry has come and sat down, and he let his hair
Yes.
down, honey, and he
He
has
look
told us
nice.
some amazing stories.
So nice.
Um, just some amazing people. We've had the amazing gospel icon Tamla Mann. We've had Vivica Fox, Robbie Parrish, just to name a few. We've had some amazing people. And the thing about it is, and let me say this, you can go and watch these interviews on YouTube under Iconics Radio. But one of the most important things is that whether an artist is huge and big, a well-known household name, or whether an artist is up and coming, you never know that person's journey. You never know what they had to experience to get to where they are. And that's really what we like to also highlight for artists and entrepreneurs as well. So that's one of the biggest things about Iconics Radio. We don't just play your music, we let you tell your story.
That's important. That sounds very familiar to what we are doing over here at the Tribe. And Uncle, I heard you throw that in there live, talking about Iconix Radio with Two Step Tribe. I heard that. Did you hear that, Miss Rosie?
Yes, I did.
I did
That
I
too.
just
heard it too.
that just sounds like
Ah, yes, we love you. Shout out there to you there on the DJ 107.5 The Swamp. Thank you. We love you. That is one of our home bases, 107.5 The Swamp, but we are not on just one station. We are growing. So we can talk on the back channels. As
Yes.
far as that goes, I love it. But I'm shouting out here to our friend and our partner and our DJ right here on 107.5 The Swamp. Talk about supporting artists, independent artists. That is our lane. So I love everything that you're doing. I love it when Rosie speaks up for Anthony, and then Anthony has this face where he's like, but wait a minute.
They're married. Married people
That's
argue. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, this is good. This is good. This is really, really good. So
Give me
but
5 minutes. I'm gonna get them to holler here in a minute. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question here. Now, I would love, like Miss Rosie, she knows, like she just got to pop up her picture here. She's amazing. And I have told Uncle Rhino that there are times I want to just do the same because I'm used to radio. I'm used to all of the other genre areas that the music is in. He's like, we are doing video too. We are. So broadcast, video, audio, radio, it's all going on there. So again, we are independent. We are open to that, so we can talk on back channels at Springboard Houston, springboardhouston.com. That is this week, and on this weekend, this Saturday, the public can actually attend in Houston, Texas, and you can go see 100 different artists, various genres, over a course of 8 hours, Miss Rosie. Did you understand that we are talking about the blues, country, I mean rock,
Hip hop.
you've been there, you've
Got
yes,
some jazz too.
Dance.
That's right.
Jazz. Jazz.
yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
I wonder
love
wonder
it.
who found the jazz people from Detroit to come in. Do you know? Any-
I
He has
think it was
thick
me.
wavy locks, probably. Yeah.
I was
I think
saying.
it was Mr. Johnson, Mr. Anthony.
I think it was
did that.
too, don't you?
Did he?
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Yes.
song. That's a song right there waiting to happen. I'm going to be off air later writing 5 more songs to send to Uncle Rhino.
That's right.
Come on, Tracy.
Oh,
And
he-
she
I'm
does
not
me like that.
Tell him
Yeah.
it's the truth. He meant I'm a fire hose. So when it comes to writing and putting out music, I'm like, not here's one, here you go, man. Like
Yeah.
there's no kidding
82.
around.
82.
Wow.
She'll send me 82.
No, he's lying. It's not 82 at once.
My phone will go ka-ding, 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 ka-ding.
Technology, honey, won't even let you send 82 ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
You,
So
you don't know. You don't know.
I
We're
do.
going to be hollering in 5 minutes. We're going to be
Oh,
hollering in 5
I
minutes.
am not married to you.
Yeah, she's not, but it's like a starter kit. It's like you get all the non-benefits with all the non-benefits. Yeah, we
I'm
holler
over
at
here
each other.
twisting. I'm twisting all up over here. I need some jumper cables. Barry, help me out here. Barry Coffing with Springboard. It's Springboard Houston. Now, this is not just in Houston. And I noticed there in your title, We Get Artists. You can go to We Get Artists with an S, wegetartists.com. And that is to support the artists as well within.
Well, that's my day job. We represent 20,000 labels from 79 countries, and we put songs in movies.
There we go.
Lots of
There we go.
movies.
So very interestingly enough, I had to do my homework. We Were Soldiers is coming on tomorrow night, the true story, and the individual that sang and did the soundtrack is my guest. So, for instance, this guest that I have who got their music in this movie, which the movie's about them, We Were Soldiers, they would submit their song through wegetartists.com. And you would be able to find a selection that matches that artist's song.
Well, we actually had so last year we had a young filmmaking duo that we're working on a movie called Best of Trades, and we do what we call a moment of truth panel. So we had the director and producer on for this movie, and we said, okay, I was helping to supervise their movie, so I said, okay, we let our bands from Springboard audition for that, and so they played songs for the director, for me, and a bunch of those guys got in. In fact, Dr. Lisa Sklover, who's a musician but also a psychologist and a mental health expert, she did a song with just her like chanting and whale sounds, and I stuck it in the middle of this like bookstore. The director flat out loves it, and so they sold the movie in the year. It's got distribution. They're screening it on Monday. So Lisa and I are right after Springboard. We're going to go see it on Monday at the River Oaks Theater.
Wow.
What percentage did the whales get?
I don't know, but not enough. Not enough, because it was really, really funny. When
That's
I put
wow.
It in there, oh my God. One of my interns had pitched a couple of her other songs. And when I saw it, I thought they were okay. And then I looked through, I stole her idea, and found a different song. But because of that, the intern gets additional music coordinator credit. So we've got several of our internship program. One of the things that we do is we get them credits at the end of the movies. We're also going to screen if I can get them to let me do it, the end title credits to Man in the White Van from Legion M that came out December 13th. And we had we put together an entire choir in Houston to do backgrounds for a song called Hope Is Why We're Here. That's for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And so it's going to be their new theme song. And we did it, to be in the end part of the movie. And then they liked it so much that they put our making of the recording in the end of the movie. So you could see like a bunch of Springboard guys. Danny Jones played drums on it. The Lucky Run Studios is where we recorded the choir. Lily and half our team were on it. Angela, who's helping us with social with some of the sponsorship. A lot of our alcohol sponsors came from her. She was singing in the background choir. So was my son and a bunch of other Springboard artists. Layla Dang, who was in Doris's, one of our other speakers, one of her events. So it's a really incestuous bunch of stuff that happens.
Oh, okay. I love your words you chose there. I love every bit of it, actually. Anything that is supporting our artists like this in the digital era we're in, I'm all about it. I mean, I tried to keep it quiet, actually, before Uncle Rhino, and you all know him. So I can't hide the fact that I was writing, sticking to myself, doing my shows, trying to be quiet. And then, boom, you can't be quiet. You have to come forward and figure out what the digital movement is. And so I'm not new to this, Barry, but in this digital world that we're in right now, do you have advice? And I know Mr. Iconix here is going to be leaving us soon, so I would like to hear his answer as well. But Barry, I'm going to refer real quick to Mr. Anthony and ask him about his experience, say something about Springboard. And then in this digital era, you mentioned that Miss Rosie sings. So you saw a need in an area where we need to support our independent artists as well. And then you decided Iconix Radio. So hats off to both of you. Barry Coffing with Springboard at springboardhouston.com this weekend. You can go for $20 if you use the codes CMA or Tribe or CMA, and you will see Iconix Radio there on the panel in Houston.
I think Iconix has got a code too. I think anybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Incestuous.
We're family.
And we get, that's my code. So we don't.
Wow.
There it is. Pretty much everybody. I don't want to say anything bad, Tracy, but you're the only one. Well, you got Tribe, so
There you go.
Yeah. But so everybody here has a code to give you $30. Don't be a sucker and play $30. Pay $20. Use one of our codes.
The Bear Trees.
If you
Listen,
want to
Look, this is
donate,
part,
there's other ways to donate. You know, we can
and
donate to the cause.
I heard that, Barry. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt, but I am part of it because I am running
Yep.
this new thing called Two Step Tribe Show.
woohoo.
So that's,
Just I heard that Rosie in there
love
chiming
Barry.
in,
I
going,
heard her. I
"Whoa."
did hear her.
yeah. So when I look around the musical chairs, you know who doesn't have a chair? Rhino.
I don't ever, I'm floating
Oh,
right now. I don't need a chair. I don't even have to walk if I don't want to.
He really
Uh-uh.
is tribe, y'all. Let me say that real quick. He really is tribe. I would be Patriots Inside the Wire Productions and Two Step, but tribe is Uncle Rhino. He tries to deny that, but it's true. So
I'm a
beautiful.
little bitty acorn on Tracy's tree. I'm about that big right there. That's me.
You
Right
remember
there.
that
Never,
period, you're
never,
wrong.
Uncle Rhino.
Right.
Never,
it's a trip.
never.
I will say, as much as I cut up, though, I will say this while I've got y'all. Rosie is absolutely phenomenal, everybody. Listening, when you come to see her perform, you got to catch that, if nothing else. She's absolutely on point, professional, top tier. She knows how to hold the audience. She knows how to be the part. She doesn't just, so many people will try to emulate what they saw someone else do that was successful. Rosie is actually one of the people, if you watch her and she follows her gut, she's reached the point now where the quote unquote successful people would do good to pay attention to her. And the fact that she's
Wow.
willing to turn right around and reinvest in what we're trying to do for others who are behind us and around us to come forward and share the light. That's what this whole thing is about, be it Springboard, be it Iconix, be it Tribe. It all is the same. It all is the same thing. It's for you. And so that's why it's a good investment of your time to come and spend Saturday with us at Springboard in Houston.
It really is. So springboardhouston.com, and you've got Anthony here and Miss Rosie from Iconix Radio. Miss Rosie, I saw your message. I know that you have things going on as well over at Iconix Radio. We've got Anthony, I believe, that will stay with us here at
Well,
Two
I heard
Step.
Rosie's going to be wanting closing the showcase stage at the venue.
What?
Is that true, Rosie? Are you going to be performing at Springboard?
Well,
Rosie?
I heard to the grapevine that it's going to be happening. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be bringing the dancers, and we're going to be bringing some EDM.
Well, I heard they scheduled
Yes.
to take all the drums and amps off the stage because you're going to move so much. Is that true?
Oh, well,
That's
they
true.
better move them, Barry. That is true. They're going to be in the way if they not. We're going to party. We're going to have a great time. And Uncle Rhino, thank you for those amazing words. Barry, thank you just for everything that you do. I mean, you both have been so significant in everything that we've gotten a chance to do in the last year, literally in the last year. So, Uncle Rhino, I'm looking forward to seeing you perform as well. I am a huge fan of your work and everything that you do, your wisdom, your knowledge. I mean, it just continues to keep the world going. So I'm grateful for you both. Tracy, girl, when we get a chance to sit down, I don't know what we're going to be drinking or what we're going to be doing, but I can't wait. I'm going to bring my cowboy hat, child, and we're going to have a real good, nice girl talk. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
There's such thing as
I
nice.
love it. I cannot wait. Did you see Barry's face? I loved that look. Did y'all just see
Barry, you're not invited. Barry's not
I
invited.
know. I knew that already.
Barry gonna be with me and Anthony.
That's
That's
right.
right.
In the corner.
Well,
That's
Miss Rosie,
right.
I cannot
Yes,
attend in Houston at this Springboard, but as Springboard is not just in Texas, there are multiple other Springboards that are coming up. And
That's
I happen to know that they will be in Louisiana and Memphis. And
All right.
those are the two that I plan to catch now that I have been, I don't know if I'm part of the club, but at least now I know the information. And I was invited by Mr. Henry Turner Jr. and Mr. Uncle Rhino. And Barry is an amazing, amazing individual. So thank you so much for what you're doing, Miss Rosie. I did not know that you perform. Do you write your songs, Miss Rosie?
Yes, ma'am. I am a singer, songwriter, live entertainer. Yes, ma'am. Whether I'm doing a cover song from an old great icon or whether I'm performing one of my originals, I just make sure I bring it all on stage and I leave it on stage. Yes,
I was
ma'am.
gonna
She leaves it on stage.
And what genre?
I do all genres, but my main genre that my husband and I are really primarily focusing on now is EDM, electronic dance music, making the world dance.
I love it. I love every bit of
yes.
it. And I'm gonna get to do me a picture that's one where I don't have to go get ready like this, because now that woman's a smart woman right there, because this is all coming off after.
Well,
You know what I mean?
This all
promise
sticks. I can't do nothing about it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Oh, my
absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and I'm more than sure that in person is just going to be just as a pleasure. So I'm looking forward to it, girl. Makeup on or makeup off, we're gonna have a good time together. I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am, we will. And I love it. I love Iconix Radio and everything you're about. And I know in a moment that you're going to be going over to do your deals that you need to do.
Yes,
for
ma'am. Thank you.
Iconix Radio, and Mr. Anthony is going to continue with us. So,
Yes.
thank you
I was
for
just saying,
taking that
before
time.
we lose them, I wonder, Rosie.
Oh,
and
Anthony's staying.
I wanted to say, I moved your panel. Your panel moved from Friday to Thursday.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Okay.
Yeah, just to let you know. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you too. Well, Rhino, you moved there too. So all three.
I'm on Thursday too.
You're on Thursday and Friday, so you don't get out of anything.
Okay.
Okay. Where am I playing?
Huh? Not that I know of, but would you like to?
Well, I live to serve. It's up to y'all. Just me and the guitar. We'll keep it 3 chords and the truth, cheap and easy, baby.
Oh,
I heard you were cheap and easy. That I knew.
And nasty.
You don't say
Yeah.
that out
Oh
loud.
my gosh.
Just a
Gotta
little
love it.
nasty. Yeah. I
A
keep it
little.
more Catholic than Pentecostal, though. I'm just saying.
All right.
Yeah, I like Barry. Barry had enough time on the West Coast. He analyzes some of the stuff. Some of the stuff is funny, Barry, because it's stupid and makes no sense whatsoever. That's what makes it funny. And a brilliant man like yourself will lock up. I mean, you'll be fighting for the truth like the third monkey on Noah's Ark, bro. It ain't there. You ain't going nowhere.
I had a Pentecostal grandmother, so I know exactly what that is.
Shouting shoes, yes, sir.
That's right.
Yeah, so there's nothing.
And Anthony laughs and it encourages me. So technically, it's not my fault.
It's my fault. That's right.
Anthony, we told you don't feed the
Oh,
monkey.
brother.
Yes.
Any music really that has a movement and it's danceable, I love that word, infectious and danceable. Those are the 2 words that I look for, whether we're talking jazz, whether we're talking rock, whether we're talking hip hop. So country, you said 3 chords in the truth, literally. A moment ago, I heard you literally say that. Barry, we need to let them know that when you speak hip hop, can you give me a little bit on your artist lineup at springboardhouston.com this Saturday? The public can attend.
Yep. I mean, it's 100 bands, so I can't tell you everything. But what we do have is at the venue event center. If you don't know what you like, stay there because there'll be 24 bands in 8 hours. If you like country, rock, singer-songwriter, you're going to go to the Powder Keg stage. If you like hip-hop, dance, R&B, you're going to go to Emmett's, So we've got kind of 2 worlds there, and one is being run by CMA of Texas, and the other is by Loud Music with Derek McKinney. So those are stages with kind of icons in Houston, and then a little bit of everything is going to be the industry showcase stage, and that'll be at the venue center.
Cool thing about what he was saying is where you do have that quick rotation of the different genres and styles. But one thing I've seen before is people who typically identified themselves as one genre or style, or maybe hadn't been exposed beyond a certain point to other styles. Once they get in this environment that these guys are creating, they actually get exposed to a different form of it, and they quickly find themselves respecting these other genres and styles, and they start seeing the real meat and potatoes behind it. And you'll start seeing these relationships, like Barry said, he throws them in a room and lets it start to coalesce. And these guys, they really do. They become, you'll have country guys and hip hop guys supporting each other and working together. You'll have all the different styles of folk and the jazz and the blues coming together. It's glorious.
And then also, by us coming to Springboard last year, we're probably using and dealing with 80% of the panel that Barry that has provided. We're using John and Houston, Danny Jones. We're going to be using Matthew. We're using like Ron
I
Fontenot.
know.
That's the picture he shot for my wife that was up there. So it's like he gives a wealth of information and people to and we have been dealing with, and it has been elevating us in so many ventures of with Iconix Radio and Iconix Radio Texas. I mean, he gave us a platform to understand merchandise. Even Uncle Rhino, we took notes, and we said we're going to apply this to our business, to Rosie Performances. So I'm telling you, Springboard is what it is. That's why I'm bringing the group from Detroit, Ali Bay and Mad Cat Society. They jazz, because I said y'all got to come and learn. Springboard is a learning, and you can take home. And like you say, everybody you can call on the phone. We talk with Uncle Rhino. We're gonna be working with Uncle Rhino. We had talked
He
about some
ain't
music
calling
with
me,
him.
Barry. I wasn't gonna say nothing to nobody about it. Don't ain't it ain't a big deal. I ain't mad at him. I ain't
No.
mad. Yeah.
We was building the station,
Yeah.
so
See what he
we
said?
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there's a lot of people who don't call you. Let's be real.
Who? Everybody call me.
Well, they call you different things. That's
Yeah. But yeah.
yeah.
Semantics. Potato, tomato. Okay. Yeah.
I'm outnumbered, but that's okay. We got this. Barry with springboardhouston.com this Saturday, the public can attend. Again, you can go for $20. We're talking 100 bands in 8 hours, multiple stages. You mentioned the CMA stage at Powder Keg. That will be Colton Black. That will be Zach Jones. That's some of the music that we're showcasing tonight. They will be there as well. Anthony, I love that you gave us, the different varieties and flavors of some others that will be there. I happen to know, Silent Sounds, Intellect, mixing music production within Tribe. They have been at Springboard before. So whether you're a producer, whether you're looking to write, whatever lane that you're trying to figure out for yourself in the music industry, right there at Springboard, just as you said, Anthony, for Iconix Radio, Springboard itself is the launching pad. And from that launching pad, you can now get the insider information that you need, whether it be what Barry said. You might need to talk to someone that's within management of your music production, songwriting. Maybe you need an attorney. I mean, maybe you need to understand more about what it is that you don't need to sign, or what a 360 deal and what it isn't, as far as what you're doing in the industry. And a lot of the independent artists right now, we were talking about Rosie. Rhino, you're an independent artist as well. Barry, I have a question. So do you sing and write as well?
No, you know what? Actually, I just they put one of my songs in a movie. I wrote a song called "Going After Love" with David Monday, who was he was working with what's her name? Fleetwood Mac. Who's the blonde? God.
Not Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie. So
I was like, are you seriously not remembering Stevie on the air?
Yeah. So he was working with her and on her stuff. His name is David Monday. His real name is Dave Johnson, but he incredibly talented guy. And he and I wrote a song for my record back in the 90s, really late 80s, early 90s, and they just put it in a new TV series for Netflix called Acapulco. So I don't know anything about it. Like, I'm not involved in unless I'm working on the film. I'm not necessarily involved there, and they were looking for retro stuff. So even your songs that are from a long time ago that you think, oh, that's worthless. Hey, 80s and 90s are back.
Yeah.
Dig up them old songs, man. And so Yeah, so they ended up putting it in there, and I was kind of a pop R&B, like a George Michael thing. I was signed to Warner Brothers over in Asia. The record went double cardboard, which means my mom and 7 of her friends, and so that's how I ended up writing for film and TV.
I bought 5 of them.
Yeah, no, then I'm in real trouble. Then it didn't even go double cardboard. Now you've ruined everything. We also have
a lot of
Michelle
shout outs here.
Weiss coming. For if you guys who don't know it, she's had over 5,000 songs placed in film and TV. She just did songs for the Barbie animated show. She knows more about publishing and pitching to film and TV than anyone I know. I'm an Emmy loser. She's a two-time Emmy winner. And so she's going to be on the Moment of Truth panel too. Beg pardon?
Are we talking about your wife, or are we talking still about?
No, this is somebody. Neither. This is a new person named Michelle Weiss Maslin.
Okay, so I'm making sure that everybody out there, because I'm watching.
Yes, if you want to know who the people are, we're putting up all the speakers, so you can, like, when you wander around on Saturday, if you're real smart and you look on the website to who the speakers are, you can know who Guns N' Roses manager is, who all these people.
Right.
They'll be wandering around in there. So I'm just saying, if you're a real fan, I would go look at the website at who the mentors are. They got Uncle Rhino and me are already up there, but I'm putting all the other people up. Anthony's up there, Rosie's up there. You'll see them all.
Yeah.
And that is springboardhouston.com. You check that out for the lineup of who's going to be there. We were able to let Anthony know that he's actually going to be on a panel on Thursday, not Friday.
That's Friday, Thursday.
You were going to get that. Yeah. Oops.
I'm just gonna follow Anthony and go wherever he goes.
Well, you're on that panel with him because Tracy Rhino's going to be talking about your show.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah,
Star Spangled Bangers is right by Anthony.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, you guys are on the same panel. Since you couldn't be there, he has to be you, and you are so much prettier than him. So,
you really are.
Yeah,
you're beautiful. He is. He's a beautiful man. Great taste in haircuts, though.
Than you, Rhino.
Oh,
like if I had to pick who do I want for two-step, it's not you.
It never is. Yeah.
Well, I know that I will be at Springboard when it's outside of Houston, because this is going to be happening in other locations. So you need to pay attention to Springboard Fest as well. When you go to Springboard, is it springboardfest.com?
Yeah, that's the parent site, and then we do a micro site. And so the next one coming up, we got Springboard NOLA. So that's what we're calling the New Orleans one.
Yes. Give me the
I'm working on it. I hadn't lined it up with him yet, but if he's listening, Silent Sounds. I've been wanting to get him familiarized with Springboard. He's heard me talk about it. I met him. We first started working together and co-producing things out at the Grammys in LA. And so I'll be connecting you directly with him, Anthony, and y'all will start the chatter process.
Silent Sounds actually has already mixed one of my songs, literally.
Really?
Yes, and I have it. He is amazing. I do give shout outs to Silent Sounds. He won't be there this year either at the Houston location. But as I try to get to NOLA and I try to get to Memphis for Springboard, that is where we're hoping to get Silent Sounds. And I already know Henry Turner Jr. He's right there in the mix of all of this. I've talked to him multiple times recently. He will be at Springboard Houston as well. So the variety that's there, but listen, not just the industry insider information, the public. Listen, if you're in Dallas, you're in Georgia, wherever you're at, and you're like, I can go see 100 bands for $20.
Yep.
They're coming.
No more words.
They're coming from all over the country and other countries. Where do we have how many ballpark? I know you can't keep a running tab, but what kind of international presidents are we looking at this year?
Well, this one, like last year in Houston, we had them from Peru, from Mexico City. This has been fairly, I think we had a South African and somebody from Paris. Like it's not too crazy, but it's it'll be interesting to see this one. Because of the strength of the country stage, like we really just pick what we call best available athletes. So we don't really look at the country or any of these things. We just go, hey, who's good? Who can we help?
Well, what's going to happen in Houston is after this year, because so many of them, the tsunami that's coming, they had never made the connect before. And so this year, when they leave, they're going to take all that knowledge and intel back, and they're going to take it back. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be crazy next year, because the experience, everyone that we came this year compared to last year for that particular format, it is so strong all over the state of Texas, as well as the hip hop. There's some killer freaking hip hop all over Texas that gets
so strong for that. The hip hop's always strong in Houston.
Yeah, Dallas too. Dallas has got some great stuff, and they get no props. So it's like the more that they find out where we're at and where the flag is, they'll come. It's going to be amazing.
I have gotten several messages that Barry and Uncle Rhino getting together on a show and doing this show. And I said, fine, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with Iconix over there, and I'm going to come back out.
That's right. Let them have
y'all
it.
can go do your thing.
That's right.
Why y'all going to leave me and Barry?
No, I won't leave you, honey. But I got a lot of people over here going, Uncle, Barry. And I'm like, hold on.
Right.
Gotta do the Gatling gun kisses where you're going. Yeah.
Barry will be right back with us. What I'd like to do right now is I actually do have several of the artists here. Anthony, man, I got you right here. Let me say something really quick. In order in a digital era to do radio and what we're doing between jumping through the platforms as far as producing technology and being able to run on multiple programs, whether you're broadcast, podcast, radio, all at once, will you please let everyone know that it is not like a click, click, click.
Oh, no, it's not. It takes a lot to run this, and then you got to do a lot of studying, because you got to know exactly what work and does not work. When we put the app together, the first thing that we had to find out, they wanted to make sure it wasn't a porn site. They wanted to make sure the app was really an app. So putting this together, and really the time it takes, it looks easy on the forefront, but it's a lot of work on the back end. So it's fun, but it's a lot of work.
It really is. So, but I'm happy to do it because we want to support our independent artists,
right.
and we want to get all of that information out. We want to get the music out, and that information that's coming out through Springboard, springboardhouston.com, here with Barry Coffing. Shout out to you, Mrs. Gill. I see you there. Hello. I see all of you on the other platforms as well. As I've been jumping over and saying hello for all of us, I'd like to grab a song, Anthony and Uncle Rhino and Barry Coffing here, as we're talking about springboardhouston.com. We have had Miss Mary from the CMAs send us a selection. Now, I have a song in here right now. I have not listened to it. I'm going to preface that really quick. I'm very honest.
What is it?
Truth Tellers. I'm going to write that one, but that's me. I'm a truth teller. It is Colton Black's song. He's going to be at the CMAs at the Powder Keg. And this is one of his songs called Come and Get Some. Have you all heard this?
Mm-mm.
I would have to say I have, because we have programmed it on Iconix Radio Texas, but I'm act like I ain't heard it.
Okay. All right.
Show me the shock face, Anthony. Show me the shock face. Like,
so that's the shock.
So
that looked like he's a lion. That's a lion face.
Yeah.
That's I caught you. You were out with the boys, weren't you?
Like, yes. Oh, yes, I was.
Yeah. Anthony, you're in radio. So who is Colton Black?
Well, Colton Black is an artist that, Mary presented to us, and he's a very, very awesome artist. And I heard the song, and it is real, and it's in that country vein. So you're going to get, that's what you're going to get with this song.
Okay. All right. I'm going to play a little of this. And then we've got Barry Coffing here, springboardhouston.com. That is the reason we have this music. Miss Mary over at CMA's is doing lunchtime with Iconix Radio. That is 12 p.m. noon. Go check out the Iconix Radio app. This is Colton Black. You say that last name on there. I've got a lot of people sending me messages on one of the platforms. They want to know a question, and you know what they want to know. They want to know, is this person related to somebody?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Who is he related to?
Clint Black.
And you got to say like Clint Black. So, whoo.
How you say it?
You go, oh, my beating heart. It is Clint Black. Oh, here we go.
Did you ever believe, Anthony, that some woman was going to tell you didn't say black just right?
Right.
I mean, I don't even know where to compartmentalize that, But okay, all right. You better watch how you say that, Anthony.
Right, I had to get it right.
Yeah,
I'm going to cut that part out, literally, and that's going to become one of those little viral things.
Y'all killing me. Killing me.
You're messing me up here. I'm cracking up. I'm laughing my butt off here. Anthony, I was saying because it's the man in the heart.
That's right.
It's the man.
We got it. We understand. That's right. And the rodeo is going on here in Houston, so we understand. 70,000 people go every night.
And I try to stay away from it, actually. So ironically, I'm usually in the studio working when it comes to rodeo. But springboardhouston.com, that's where you need to go. You need to understand what's going on out there. I'm going to grab this song for us real quick. This is Colton Black, and it is called Come and Get Some.
We've been playing games long enough. I think you know how I feel. I'm not just fooling around. I think you know that it's real. Despite my best efforts, baby, you're still on the fence. And if you ever tip the scale in your mind, you know where I live. And I'll be waiting, baby. Oh, but I'm not gonna wait long. I'm ready to push the chips in and find out if we're right or wrong. Let's take our chances and see what we might become. When you're ready to risk it all, come and get you some. If you just can't find yourself ready to make the next move, maybe we cut our losses. I'm not the gamble for you. But like I keep saying, I'm ready to go all in. And I'm telling you now, sometimes you gotta bet big to win. And I'll be waiting, baby. Oh, but I'm not gonna wait long. I'm ready to push the chips in and find out if we're right or wrong. Let's take our chances and get you some.
Yeah.
Boom, come and
Cole
get
Linden. That's a great song. Great production, great song, great lyric, great groove. Yeah, that's a hit.
Barry. Anthony
like
had
it.
heard it, so he's
Very
going to
much.
pretend.
No, it's really good. It's so funny. He's got another song, some kind of ballad that I love. I've heard. He's a really talented artist.
We do. We have others in here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of music because we've already been in the show for a while. So I just definitely wanted to showcase the difference in the music that you have here. Silent Sounds. He's actually in here with his. You have literally Zach Jones. I think I'll do just a sample. What do y'all think instead of the whole song?
It has to be a full verse and chorus if you play it to give a sample, a full verse and chorus, kind of an A&R pitch.
Okay.
If we do.
Well, as we're approaching, Anthony, you're used to this in radio or in a show, it runs in 30-minute increments. Are you familiar with this, Anthony? Okay, good. I'm glad you did this. So it goes in 30-minute increments. So as the show progresses, it is a 2-hour block, whether we're on radio, whether we are doing a live broadcast, engaging with you as an audience on our YouTube, or with shout out to Heroes Media Group, and as well a podcast channel network, 107.5 The Swamp. And I cannot forget Iconix is sitting right in front of me because Mrs. Mary has been talking to me quite a bit about how technology has definitely changed.
Yes.
And how the heck are we jumping all over the place to do this? So Springboard Houston with Mr. Barry Coffing. We've enjoyed having you with us. We have so much to learn in regards to the music industry and everything that's changing in this digital era. Springboardhouston.com this Saturday, everyone. You can attend as the public to see this music. $20 for 100 bands in every genre that you can think of in Houston, Texas. Please go to springboardhouston.com for that $20. Barry, I have a question before we get you. You're going to be leaving. You've got a lot to do. If someone does not go buy that ticket on your website, can they show up in Houston, Texas?
Yeah, the tickets are $30, but if they put in Tribe, it's $20 on the Eventbrite. So
Tribe or CMA or Iconix, actually. So
all of those will get you there.
Every one of those, you get $10 off, but you can show up at Houston, Texas. Anthony, tell us again where this is at, because you know exactly where it's at.
It's going to be on Westheimer, right? Barry, what's the address? Because we have 3 addresses that we get hotels and we get Big U.
So there, you know what? If you can get in the parking lot, you're going to see it. Yeah, it's basically Westheimer on Hayes Road in Houston, and it's going to be called. It's a brand new event place called the Venue Event Center, and then also we've got the Powder Keg where we get the CMA stage, and we've got Emmett's back. I guess it's Emmett's backyard or Emmett's back. I gotta get it right. I don't want to get Emmett's wrong. So let's see.
Emmett gonna be mad if everybody goes to Carl's. You're saying
Emmett's place at 4852 Benning Drive. But all those are on the website. All the locations with maps. Powder Keg is 1300 Brittmore Road in Houston, and then of course. Showcase stage, it's 11312 Westheimer Road in Houston, Texas.
You got it.
They're all really, there's going to be, the idea is no matter which one you go to, you are going to see double digits of great bands.
That's right.
In 8 hours or less.
In 8 hours or less, you get all of that music. And those that are in the industry, you get a wealth of knowledge that is beyond going anywhere or one phone call. So it is very, 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 you're engaging with the actual music industry. You're providing a much needed service. You are educating, and I'm all about it. So when we're lifting up what we are doing in the independent lane, every one of us on this screen are independent. We're not signed by a major network, a major label. So I like being independent, except working together as a whole. with the community. So, Barry, thank you for everything you're doing. This is Barry Coffing with
Well,
Springboard.
thank you guys for giving us this platform and all this stuff, and
Yes.
we really appreciate it.
Of course, of course. And I want everyone to remember springboardhouston.com. You can message me, but it's very easy. Springboardhouston.com. You will get the full lineup, all of the information on the bands, the locations, whether it's CMA at Powder Keg or Emmett's. We don't want to mess up
It was
his
place,
name.
yep, with live music for hip
Yes.
hop R&B. Or if you can't make up your mind, come on to the Venue Event Center. We'll just give you a little bit of everything.
There you go. There you go. And
That's
if
right.
you decide not to go online, you can pay $30 as well in Houston, Texas. So please visit springboardhouston.com. Thank you, Barry Coffing, for joining us and everything
Thank
that
you.
you do.
I'm going to go back
And
and
I
get to
will
work.
be in touch. I will be in touch. I know you have a lot to do for Springboard. We're here with
Yes.
Anthony right now with Iconix Radio and Uncle Rhino on the Two Step Tribe Show with Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. That's a whole mouthful.
Yes.
I
There's
will not.
something that there's one thing that's not fully addressed, and
Uh-oh.
that's when people no, it's a small point, but it's a big impact. When folks are looking at that, that's wicked and that's insane to be able to go and see 100 bands for 20
Yes.
bucks and have a great time and support the community. But there's something else that gets lost, a very small thing that has a huge impact. And that's the fact that this is absolutely the only festival I have ever seen, all the ones
Right.
that we played, where the artists are not charged. If
That's
you
right.
have a booth, it did not cost you to come have your booth. All these people can come and participate because it's about lifting up all the independents and all the DIY people, do it yourself, all of that. That's what this whole thing's about. The booths, the indies across the board and all the different formats where they're trying to support each other, and it doesn't charge them it doesn't cost them anything to participate, and by buying a ticket you're actually supporting everything that we're trying to do for them, because guys
That's
like
right.
me, guys like Anthony, Barry, we're all doing this for free. We pay
That's
for
right.
our own hotel rooms. We pay our own plane tickets and fuel to get there because we're trying to pump it back in, and we're doing it for the community. So if the community can come out and partner with us, it will truly go from epic to just biblical.
That's
It
right.
is.
And
It
and
is
then
amazing,
also
right,
we will
Anthony?
be doing the conference. Sorry, Tracy. We will
Oh,
be
yeah.
doing like interviews with the bands and the artists at the conference. So we'll be giving them like a 10-15 minute, interview, and then we put it out on our platform so people will know who they are. So we definitely be getting up Rhino, to get in, while
You
he's there.
can. I
Yes.
said, if y'all need me on a Saturday as the tech part behind the scenes, let me know, and I
Well,
can
we
turn
sure
on.
gonna call you, Tracy.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I can turn on the channel. So we've got Tribe taken care of. But, Anthony, Uncle Rhino here knows this. We've heard a lot about Iconix Radio lately, literally, and
Wow, that's
nothing
awesome.
but great things. So, the CMA, she's extremely happy with everything that you're doing. So it's just been a blessing of a wealth of knowledge. So thank you for what you do. And the
Oh,
reason that I asked you the question about the work tech wise behind the scenes is
uh-huh.
because, right?
She
Yes.
that's
Yes.
why she needed, because she just turned herself off.
That's right.
Yeah. See what
No,
she did?
well,
First time she did that, I thought I was having a damn stroke. I'm sitting there
It's
without sure what's going on. See?
like she turned herself off.
Yeah, yeah, she done turned herself off. Yeah.
I'm saying Mr. Anthony knows the answer to it much better than I do. And that was, yes, there's a lot that goes into being
Lot.
able to do it.
A
Yes.
lot, because we're working, producing the shows and programming for like with the Merry Mentors. We have to edit. We had a call in interview on Zoom to be put in. It's like when you have a vision, people don't understand that, it looks good right here because everything together. But what it takes to put all this together, like all the logos, you ask for the logos, you ask for the pictures, and we want to make sure we send them because people don't understand that you only got one time to put your calling card out is when you show them, hey, boom, this is what it is. When Uncle Rhino talk, he took the whole room over, and everybody just was like, "Wow, he did what we're trying to get to."
Yeah.
And we was like, "Oh, we got to soak all of it in." So, like you say, on the technical side, hey, the video got to make sure this is right. And sometimes when people don't understand, if something happens during the show, you got to get it and still smile like ain't nothing going on. But
When you stumble, that's when you shine.
that's
When
right.
you stumble, that's when you shine. That's
I
That's
what
love
people
it.
really go to see. Because if it went up without a hitch all the time, there would be no point in watching.
it showed you
But
so right.
you're gonna watch it because when you stumble and you catch it and you rally and you whip it, that's when
Yes,
they get to know about you.
that's right. And you might be sweating doing it, but we go get we're gonna ring it in. So I understand Tracy a lot with everything, especially in the radio behind the scenes, and it's just like, oh man, oh I got to figure this out today. Let me figure this out real quick. And then with
That
technology, you got to give it to all the platforms because if they don't get it, somebody I didn't see it on this platform, so it is a lot, but like you say, for independent and we giving back and trying to show
Worth it.
people, it's
yeah,
worth it.
It
yeah.
It's
You
is.
worth
ain't never sweating. You just glistening. That's
it.
what that is.
Well, we love
Glistening.
that. We love that. And Uncle Rhino, of course, and we are getting a whole lot of tribe, hashtag shout out to all of you. I did make that joke. I was like, between Barry and Uncle Rhino and tribe myself, I was like, I'm just going to go talk to Rosie and Anthony. So I was teasing you, Uncle Rhino. I'm not leaving you.
She
Yeah.
ain't leaving you, Uncle Rhino.
But we
My
would
soul
build.
started weeping. When my soul started crying, it got them ugly snot bubbles. That's like ugly crying right there. Yeah. Yeah. My
Not
soul was weeping.
It would not be Two Step
Yeah.
Tribe Show without Uncle Rhino. So let's make
That's
that
right.
very clear. So on a Wednesday night where you get our human interests, you get our music, you get what Barry does. We get artists, the soundtrack of a true life story, though. This is an actual person. That's his story, the movie. So, but Uncle Rhino comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:15 p.m. Central Standard
Okay.
Time. Anthony, do you know why I said 8:15 instead of 8 or 8:20?
Yes, to give us time to get everybody knowing how to work the app and get in and say
Yeah.
what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's that. And then a lot of people go, why? Well, did she just say 8:15 and not 8? It's a marketing thing to say, wait a minute, they're going to remember what time because she did not say 8 o'clock. Did she really just say 8:20?
That's right. That's
Right?
right.
Well,
So,
it would have been 8 o'clock, but y'all got to go find me because I'm always knocking myself out of the chat all the time. So that's constantly. Every time I turn around, I'm gone. Tracy just sits right there waiting like this, and then I
Like,
pop
come
back
on,
up
man.
in the chat. Yeah. Yeah.
nope,
That's
you
right,
are
Uncle
good.
Rhino.
We are never on at 8. Let's be very clear there. So you got 8:15, 8:20, 8:30. You'll find us 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on a Wednesday. But for the Tribe, Two Step Tribe Show, we're on about springboardhouston.com and Iconix Radio here. You mentioned silent sounds, Uncle Rhino. I have something here actually. The only thing I have of his, so we love
It's
silent
got
sounds
bad
on our
words in it.
Tribe.
Is
No,
that what
I've
had
got
the
the
bad
edited
word?
one. I have the
Okay.
edited
See,
version because
that's
We can't make Jesus cry.
that's
Yeah. Ain't gonna have no cussing.
and see that's the working side too. She had to edit it out.
Yeah.
So we
Technical.
have Silent Sounds work where he cleaned up a song, but you have a choice here because this is what you'll find at Springboard is you've got people that write, you've got people that mix, you've got people that produce, you got people behind the dancing beat, the heartbeat of a song, and how does this work with a band, the legal areas. But with Silent Sounds, since we've already brought him up, Uncle Rhino, one of the things that he did is he took, you can call it FAFO, or you can call it Toxic Rain, which was the original name. And he put a spin and a beat on that, is what he did. Or you can take the clean edited version if you'd like to showcase silent sounds. I'm looking at Uncle Rhino, so he can tell
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
that.
I
or people
want to
like
show.
Johnny and June.
I want to showcase it since we got him in the mix because this is kind of because we are a house. Our house of music has no room for walls, so
Mhm.
it all free flows back and forth. Yeah, I got Snoop and Willie smoking weed on the same porch. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. And
Well,
so Yeah,
Let me say
so
this.
I like to go with the Silent Sounds version of that song. If anybody got shorties though, I don't want them to hear any kind of howling because you had a real bad day when you wrote this song. So I'm just saying. Yeah.
This song is called Toxic Rain. There are two versions. One is my version where you clean up the words and we made it a little fast. Then you've got a
Mhm.
version that's very slowed down with some beats slower. Which song would you like to hear, Anthony?
The clean version, because I know you worked so hard cleaning it up. So let's listen to that
Potty
I
version.
mouth.
will let you have a
Potty
piece of
mouth.
That's
Yeah.
well,
Potty
no.
mouth.
Now, if you pay attention, you will not hear. And actually, hey, Uncle Rhino, you know this.
She
If I
said,
take the
hey.
F word, go get bail money, because I
She
don't
said,
say
hey.
it. I
She said,
don't say
hey.
it. And I've never been to jail. But
good, good.
let's
Don't
see what.
go.
This is Truth Teller's Hour with Tracy Two Step, Anthony Johnson with Iconix Radio, and Uncle Rhino with Two Step Tribe. Don't you love the Truthful Hour? Right here at 10 o'clock at night, we get to do the funny stuff. So we just
Yeah.
love playing all sorts of music from different genres. We love this. It is not scripted at all. You brought up Silent Sounds. Anthony has picked the very clean version of an original song. Let's check out if this song is clean. Here we go. It is originally called, it is Toxic Rain.
Toxic rain, you're falling from the sky. Go around and find out why. Dripping venom, let me clean each side. Time to dry up and cry. Eyes burning with each blink. Poison tears make hearts start. Walking shells on the brink. World's ending in a blink. Blink. Toxic. Toxic rain is coming down. Go around and find out why. See the ones that wear a frown. Venom spills upon the ground. Mixing pain in every sound. Take from the sky. Toxic. Toxic. Rain, my heart. I know what happens when we go around. Felt so dark like twisted bricks. Loving hearts in toxic fists we make. Don't be scattered like broken sticks. Venomous poison from the sky. Whisper truth but live a lie. Fate's a cruel alibi. In this game no one gets by. Toxic. Toxic rain is coming down. Go around and find out why. See the ones that wear a frown. Venom spills upon the ground. Mixing pain in every sound. Taken from the sky. Toxic. Toxic. Rain, my heart. Toxic. Toxic rain is coming down. Go around and find out why. See the ones that wear a frown. Venom spills upon the ground. Mixing pain in every sound. Taken from the sky. Toxic. Toxic. Rain, my heart.
Here it is. Here it is.
the swamp.
107.5, The Swamp.
The swamp. Okay, okay.
Did you expect that one?
Mm-mm.
No, it's that was one of them that she wrote, and she got it to Psy, and they got in there and started working on it, just making it just kind of a raver.
Wow. That's bad. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the name of the DJ.
Silent Sounds is he was just up for a Grammy this last year in LA.
Really?
Yeah, that's my partner. That's who I'm putting you with. I'm gonna connect y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, see, this is like you say, putting that tribe together and wrapping around, and we go shock the industry to say, "Hey, we coming and we taking it back."
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna tell the industry nothing. When they look up and see boxcar number 3 because the train done went through their house, that's on them.
That's right.
Choo choo, baby, choo choo.
That's right. Oh
Hmm.
man. Yeah. When you coming into Houston?
I'm gonna be easing in tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, getting in, getting settled.
Oh, okay. Oh, you driving or you flying?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna stay on the ground and just ease on in.
Yeah, yeah, ease on it and make sure they don't steal you no more stuff out the truck, Uncle
Well, they're
Riley.
gonna probably steal something. I'm gonna start leaving stuff for them. I'm gonna go by one of those adult novelty stores and buy a bunch of stuff and leave that in there for them. At least I want them to get their money's worth when they
Yeah,
get in there.
they get it. They'll be like, "Oh, what is
Yeah,
this?" Yeah, that's what you get for putting it in there.
yeah. I'm gonna get them.
Hey.
I'm gonna get the Pole Vault 2000 with one of them big sucker cups on the end of it. I'm gonna put that in the little
say,
something something. Yeah,
say they can have that. They can
yeah. You
have
can have
that.
it. Got your name on it, Sugar Britches. That's
That's
what I tell them. There you
right.
go. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir. Oh man.
Yeah,
She was,
Tracy. Where'd Tracy go?
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Did she
Well,
leave
it's
us?
just me and you. That's all right. You got anything that I don't know if you can pop it up on your end or not, but I wanted to get, did you get Tracy any tracks on Rosie?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. Cause
You know what Jerry Maguire said? He said, help me help you.
that's right.
That's what Jerry said.
We,
That's what he
we,
said. Yeah.
you know what?
He-
That's what she was asking. I thought she was asking about some more artists from Mary Mentors.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, we got a whole mess up. Mary's got a whole bunch of folks. I want to play you. There's folks coming. We got Howard County. Have you seen Brandon
No,
Howard yet?
no,
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
get
seen
you.
her.
I want you to see Katie Beth Mim. She's an angel.
Like they all
Her
gonna
and
be
her
on Saturday.
they coming in. Yeah, they gonna be playing.
Okay.
We got Carson Clay gonna play.
Wow.
Leaf Shively. He's in the vibe of like Creed,
Yeah.
the rock band. It's legit,
Wow.
man. So
And they all
these
gonna
are
be at the Mary stage.
no, they come. I don't know. No, they all coming. They coming. I don't know which stage they put them all
Well, see,
on, but
that's what I need to
yeah,
see
I,
so I'll be able to, because I'm gonna have to be going back and forth
yeah. The
because
tribe is humongous, and
how
we're
many artists
coming
y'all
in,
bring in?
huh?
How many artists did y'all bring in? Y'all bringing in?
I know probably around 30 something called to come in
Ooh.
right out the gate. I don't know who all could make the scheduling work, but they
Wow.
coming in from all over the state of Texas. Daryl Perry's coming in. Like I said, it's gonna be stout.
Right. Oh, look who's back. Tracy.
Yeah. She
Yes,
went in the witness protection program, but everybody was acquitted, so she's back.
I am checking on our lovely guests over here on different channels here and their messages in regards to the music and the show and understanding what we're talking about. And I was explaining that your truck was broken into, and that's
Hmm.
what you were talking about. What I do have in here for Anthony and Uncle Rhino, I obviously have everything I can grab of Uncle Rhino as well in here. The other songs that you can choose from are either the Billy Ray Cyrus. I mean, I know which song I like to grab for Uncle Rhino, so I'm going to let him speak. And then,
I want to play. I want to play Leaf Shively's Drive.
okay.
She said,
That's
"Oh,
yeah. I want to show you that because this is. I want to show off the different dynamics of the show and how we jump from genre to genre. I want to try to snag stuff from different feels and different vibes, and it just continues to go deeper and deeper and deeper as we go around and around with all these this such phenomenal talent coming in.
You got it, and I'm here right with you on Two Step Tribe with Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. Two Step Tribe out there with Iconix Radio. right here with Uncle Rhino. We've been talking about Springboard. We've also been talking about the wonderful artists that will be there. What I do have in here, Uncle Rhino, for you is
Yes,
a
look.
selection. You've got a selection in here. We do have a project that we're doing with Leaf Shively, everyone, because I know you've heard his name. He is going to be one of our featured artists that we're going to use for music reviews. So I'm about to do literally a whole show with Miss Christian Rochelle in regards to Leaf. And so I have his music loaded for a full show, literally, that is about to come up. And so I'm about to literally grab his music on a separate show. So I'm going to give you some other selections here and see what you'd like to do. You can either grab the CMA they sent us, which is Zach. You would know who that is, Anthony. Zach, they are playing Zach Jones. He has Sweet Honky Tonk. And then we have Mr. Henry Turner, who's coming down from Louisiana. We've got multiple songs. And then, of course,
you got Baton Rouge.
Let's see what Mr. Henry Turner left in here for us. I'll tell you what I got.
I think Uncle Rhino won Baton Rouge.
Yeah, he does. And Anthony understands to jump from one studio to the other and grab a song and plug it in.
That's right.
When you told me you got HTJ, I said it's on.
You got it. So what I have is it's called Music Is My Life. So to him, this is his, what he calls his anthem, Music Is My Life. And
No Baton Rouge.
If you'd like for me to switch to another channel, I can try
You
to
gonna
grab
make
that.
you about to make me just have a
I'm listening
damn
to the artists.
yeah. I'm about to have a spell right now.
Well,
Yeah.
you know
Don't
what,
have to
Uncle
spell,
Rhino?
Uncle Rhino.
I'm gonna have one.
I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
have that spell because you also are an artist. You're an independent artist who is also, not only are you on the show, but you are a big part of the tribe, literally. You are a phenomenal singer, songwriter who has known what to do. This is why you're a featured panelist as well. So I do like to let everyone know that Uncle Rhino knows what he's doing when it comes to music. He really does, right, Anthony? And I know that on the show because he is a host. But this is a very special show, Uncle Rhino. And this is Springboard. And you're about to go to
I'm
Springboard.
gonna go lay and wait on a car to hit me, but after I hear this song, I'm gonna listen to this song first.
But this is why. Listen to me. You're going to be a speaker on a panel at Springboard. Now, what other way to let people know about Springboard Houston than to have Anthony here with Iconix Radio, who will be a featured speaker with springboardhouston.com, and Uncle Rhino as well. I'm not there. We have featured already the country. We have featured Silent Sounds, which is definitely part of the tribe. But what I'd like to do, Uncle Rhino, and I know how you feel about this because we support all our artists and put them first.
I'm a Henry Turner Jr. fan, so we can play whatever. But I'm just gonna tell y'all, if you ain't heard Baton Rouge, put it in, crank it up, thank me later. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I love every bit of it. And Uncle Rhino, if you want me to switch, I will grab Baton Rouge. But I'm going to point to Anthony.
No.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony, as the producer and program director over there at Iconix Radio, what would you like to do?
What do you have pulled up so you don't have to run to the other studio and we can hear Baton Rouge later? So let's pull up what you have for the feature for tonight, because I understand.
Yeah. That's a happily married man right there is what that is. That's a happily married man.
That is a person who understands radio and technology, and I have to appreciate every bit of it. And so then Anthony, we'll just put this on Anthony and Uncle Rhino. I know exactly how you feel, but I do have to give you props because you do support more artists independent than anyone that I do know. So I want to say thank you for everything that you do, not only just on the show, but for everything you've done. Every artist that has been with us as far as tribe, if they aren't from me, they're directly connected to Uncle Rhino. So this show supports and uplifts all the artists. Anthony, I'm going to tell you that I have several songs from Uncle Rhino, and I have one nobody's heard, number one. And then I do have Henry Turner's Music Is My Life. So this is I know what I'm doing to you right now. But between the two of you in this business, which song would you like me to grab? If it's Uncle Rhino's and no one else has ever heard it,
He gonna pick.
Well, I'm going to pick Uncle Rhino that no one else ever heard. That's my man. So let's let the world hear Uncle Rhino.
now here's my question to Uncle Rhino. You know the ones that I have. I have F250, Best of Us, the new version. So you let me know. I love F250. You know we love it.
Yeah,
We love
I
it.
do. Well, let's let the chat decide. Best of Us, brand new, because I want to drop that next in April to get it ready, or F250. We'll go with whatever the chat picks. But
Ooh.
Do I get to?
Ooh. So
yeah,
Victor
let,
VB, Anthony, Victor
I want an
VB,
F-150, F-250.
F250.
okay,
Yes.
go
I'm
ahead.
looking at
Go ahead.
everybody here.
Go
Shout
ahead.
out. This is Gil. I see you shouting out for Howard County, Texas. If you go take a look at Two Step Tribe on YouTube, you will find these shows. You will find these individuals, Howard County, playing live as well as other artists on this show. So what we're going to do is grab a song. This is Uncle Rhino's song that is not out yet, everybody. Let me just say this to you. It is called F250, and Mr. Anthony at Iconix Radio has just selected this song. It is by Uncle Rhino. Here we go. It is called F250 by Uncle Rhino on Two Step Drive. Thank you.
Bang, 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 dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, 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 a dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, 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 dang, dang, a diggy, diggy, bang, 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 dang,
Yeah, the 6.7 rolling down the block. This monster truck is ready to rock. Diesel powered locomotion, got the turbo kicking with a loud commotion. Heaven sent everywhere that we go. Got my angel riding shotgun and waving out the windows. 0 to 60 quicker than most. Steel belts humming from coast to coast. I'm rolling in an F250. 32's with a 10-inch lifty. On me like I'm shifty. I'm rolling in an F250. From highways down to creek bottoms, wrong turn regrets, yeah, but baby, I got them. Some great ideas ain't all that good. Just because you could, it doesn't mean that you should. Rolling coal and the dust don't settle. Gravel in my travel and the pedal to the metal. I ain't got time for smelling the roses. I'm parting the water like a redneck Moses. I'm rolling in an F250. 32's with a 10-inch lifty. Acting like I'm shifty. I'm rolling in an F250. This 4x4 will tackle on natural forces. Stampeding with 440 horses. There may come a day when you feel you're stuck in the mud. Then I remember, ain't no fear here, stand clear and hold my beer. Ladies love it when I'm locked in the hub. Truck. I'm going in an F250. 32's with a 10-inch lifty. On me like I'm shifty. Truck. I'm rolling in an F250. 32's with a 10-inch lifty. On me like I'm shifty. I'm rolling in an F250.
We are all quiet. You are now with Two Step Tribe Live with Pages Inside the Wire Productions with Iconix Radio. Uncle Rhino's song we just played, not released, F250, Iconix Radio. Anthony, what do you think about F250?
Listen, I may have to go get me a truck now, because Uncle Rhino. And then listen, Uncle Rhino, when you drop this, you got to give it to us exclusively so we can give you the takeover and really push it. And hey, link in with the tribe because they need to hear this.
Yeah, we'll bust it out right there at your
Yeah.
station in Houston, Texas.
Yes,
Here
we
you
gonna do it till
go.
we can send it all over the world.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. And I'm gonna
Love
do a
it.
shout out. And ooh, yeah, look, look, he's we got cussing going on. We got all kinds of stuff for that song. That song is it's people are awake.
Stay
I
awake
was
now.
blessed. I was blessed. I co-wrote that with Malik Youssef,
Yes.
the author and master mojo maker behind so many of the Kanye hits and Lil Wayne and Rihanna and Beyonce Sandcastles. And he and I,
Ooh.
we hit that together. He was really kind and brought me out to introduce me to his tribe. His trip to the Grammys, that was my first. That was me fully officially stepping out of retirement in the public. Nobody'd seen me physically since I'd come out of retirement, and I made the first time I went back out to go do the red carpet with them out there. And that's where we all kicked it off in 2024 February. And then from that point on, it was time to start connecting hearts with hearts. Jump from there with Seba Chavez. We went over to Calle Ocho in Miami. And we were down there at that big festival down there in Miami with the Latin Music Festival. Then you had the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. You had South by Southwest jumping around. Then you had New Orleans Jazz Fest. And then I come rolling in and got in with Springboard. And then we just started taking off like that and then rolled it all the way over to my first re-entry into the country music scene in Texas was in December
Wow.
of 2024. So I've officially been back in the Texas country music scene for about 4.5 months.
Ooh, yes. So we want you majorly in the Texas scene on this Iconics Radio Texas, so we can really, really push it. Really push it because it's an awesome song, man. And hey, it's a good song. They're gonna love it.
Silent Sounds is my co-producer on it.
Oh,
Yes. So
really?
tonight,
Yeah.
do you see what I did? I have
Yes.
just featured Silent Sounds twice here on Tribe. Twice. That is Silent Sounds. We want to do the shout out to him. Yes, that's me. It's me. Me and Silent Sounds got to do the shout out. That is part of Tribe, and that was Uncle Rhino on F250. Silent Sounds is also on Toxic Rain. So we love Silent Sounds here at Two Step Tribe, Patriots Inside the Wire Productions. We want to thank you at Iconix Radio. Right now, I'm on 107.5 The Swamp, Anthony. So I have to give my love right now to them. We can talk on back channels. I have released all of this already out, but I would love to release every bit of it in Texas. So
Yes.
not that we're not in Texas. It's just you're right here in Texas. So we will talk on back channels in regards to Tribe, F250, all of the
Yes.
different things that we have going on. And we'd love to do a show where it literally is Iconix Radio meets Tribe Night. So
That's awesome.
that
And
is
we're tracking, just so you know, in real time, because I talk with a lot of different folks in the tribe, and they're in the house tonight watching. But I'm on track right now for the Uncle Rhino project. I'm on track in 2.5 years. We're looking like we're going to have 5 albums recorded in 2.5 years.
Awesome.
So
Thank
that's the thing, and we got studios in Nashville. We've got them on the West Coast. We've got them in Chicago, and working with Barry down in Houston. And so, kind of jumping all around. It's a total of 6 studios that we're working in and out of right now. So, and of course, Dale up in Winnipeg,
Right.
Winnipeg, Canada. Dale Penner. And
Yes.
so we're knocking all this stuff out. And this is what we're building. I'm using myself as kind of the bulldozer to go through and have a clear, smooth road behind me and a network of all
Yes.
updated, fresh contact sheet for everybody who the number works, the people you call are Tribe, and they're gonna answer the phone when you call. And that's what we do.
I
This
love
is
it. I love
awesome.
it. Right, Anthony, with Iconix Radio. We're
Yes.
coming to a close here on Two Step Tribe, Patriots Inside the Wire Productions tonight. I want to say thank you to Anthony with Iconix Radio. We'll be sure to get you back. Remember, Springboard. Woo, my country's coming. Springboardhouston.com. Be sure to go to that website. And Uncle Rhino, thank you so much for everything that you do. I'm going to close the show now. We have a show review and music, just like Miss Rosie left from Iconix Radio. We have our next show coming up, always with Miss Kristen Rochelle, where we're doing music reviews. So stay tuned to Two Step Tribe as for what's coming. We have multiple shows here on Iconix Radio. You just don't even know what we're doing. We've got multiple shows going on. So thank you for joining us. Springboardhouston.com. Y'all are going to have a blast. I cannot wait to meet you in person. I will actually be with my host who's coming up with me, Kristen Rochelle, next week. We will be with the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards together, and her and I will be reviewing music. So you all be sure to check out the show that we are doing as well. So between Tuesdays and Thursdays, Two Step Tribe with Uncle Rhino, 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. And on a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, you're going to find We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson, the story, and with our music reviews with Miss Kristen Rochelle, two radio personalities, singer-songwriters who are checking out your music. Thank you for joining us here at Two Step Tribe, Patriots Inside the Wire Productions, Iconix Radio, Uncle Rhino, and SpringboardHouston.com. Thank you, Anthony, for everything that you do.
Thank you for having us on tonight. This was awesome. And we will be working together. So don't worry about that.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. And Uncle Rhino, thank you too. I'm going to close this out here. Stand by, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at Two Step Tribe. Check out the channels and the YouTube. If you want to see the music reviews, if you want to see what we're doing, you need to go click that little bell that's on YouTube, and you will find out before anyone else. And trust me, you're going to want to
subscribe.
And I did my country voice, so there we go.
That's right.
We are rolling out here on Two Step Tribe. Thank you for joining us, Iconix Radio.
This has been a Patriots Inside the Wire production. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Two Step Tribe, where you, the viewer, are always the rock star of this show. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We cannot do this without you. Your uncle says so, and you are loved and appreciated. Sergeant Two Step, sign us out. Let's load up.